Alright, we're here, we're live. I'm sorry. We're with Pearl and Zherka, McKinley and Claire, and I don't know, what do you think we're going to talk about today?
I don't know. I didn't even know we were doing this.
We're having such great conversations off camera. Let's bring it on.
Yeah.
Are all girls whores?
Yes!
Are all girls whores?
Yeah.
Well, it depends. What's your definition of a whore? Because
just a female?
I was gonna say, what makes a girl a whore?
See, it depends, because we're in a modern world, right? So I've actually done shows on this. It seems like women become whores at like 10 body count in the modern era. However, I would say historically, like any girl with a 2 body count is a whore. So I would say by that standard. Yeah, if we're gonna go by like the last like 2,000 years. Well, what?
Oh, I was just asking. No?
What?
You're
No,
not?
but
Amazing.
I mean, from a
pleasure to meet. Well, I've never met one of you before.
Well, I mean, from a...
No, I'm kidding. What the fuck? We sad guys.
I mean, if we're going to go off of a historical point of view, yeah, you know what I mean? That's what
Look at these whores.
Yeah, but...
So that means that McKinley's a mega.
I'm not.
No.
What's your body count?
I'm not saying that on stream. He knows.
Isn't that when they say I'm not saying it? It's
no, I
very
just don't.
bad.
I just don't want to say that, but he knows, and that's all that matters.
Facts. Okay.
The gay guy knows.
I don't have to say
Claire,
it
what's your?
anyway.
Recently, your ex-boyfriend said you're at 60 bodies
That's
or 40.
a really big stretch, though.
Was it 40 or 60?
It wasn't 40 nor 60. That was a big
39.
No, it's a big stretch.
Can you count it on your fingers?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not talking about toes. You're a slut. Yeah, you are.
I'm not.
Yeah, you're okay. Well, I guess, would a girl contracting an STD be considered a slut?
You know, I did a show on this actually where I had guys basically rate like what's a whore and what's not a whore, and overwhelmingly the guys on the show said a girl getting an STD makes her a whore.
But
So-
like, what if you lose your virginity and the guy had something?
I think he...
What is that?
Then you should have screened
I
him
mean,
better.
So you lost your virginity and got something?
No, I never said that.
I
I said
was just wondering.
Well, I
That
didn't...
would just be very unlucky.
That's just
Yeah, I mean, I didn't ask them that specific case, but I mean, overwhelmingly, that's like kind of what the guys said in that episode. Yeah, really. I just report the news, really. I just report what the men are telling me.
What have you been canceled for this month, the hardest? Or
This month?
on Twitter, right?
I get canceled.
You get canceled a
She
lot?
gets attacked a lot.
What's the craziest thing you've been attacked for?
Someone said that I give my employees slave contracts and I'm a colonizer, so that was an interesting...
Wait, someone said Claire apologized to Neon. What did I do to Neon?
It's not about you. You need
Put
to
your phone away.
Sorry, I will.
A slave contract?
Only fans.
Yeah, I mean, it was like this guy, so I did a show with a guy for a year, and he was like a co-host of mine, and then one day he just came out and called me a colonizer, so that was a weird one.
Was he black?
Yeah, so like, colonizer here.
How do you respond to that?
She cracked the whip.
I mean, I just didn't, like, what am I going to do?
Oh, yeah.
I just didn't talk to him again.
That was the craziest thing you've been attacked for, you think?
I mean, people go for like looks a lot. They'll say I hate women. Like, I mean, but I think that's kind of basic with the internet, you know.
Kind of based. Hating women is based.
So you hate women?
No, I don't. I don't hate women.
A little bit?
But, well, I hate stupid women, and there's a lot of stupid women in 2023.
There are.
But it's really just because we have 1,000 years of propaganda saying women are so amazing and special for doing nothing. So I think when you have that for 1,000 years, really, that's kind of what you get. Where men actually, like, if you have no consequences for your actions, right, then obviously you're going to become a worse person. Like, it's like the spoiled kid that gets whatever they want. They're not good kids, right? That's basically what's happening with us chicks. But guys actually have consequences for their actions, so.
What consequences? You guys just don't get consequences?
Yeah, I mean, we're bailed out of every bad decision we make, so.
How?
Okay, I'll give you an example.
You can attack a guy and not go to jail.
Yeah, well, there's one. We're the majority of the debt, so, and they keep giving us like debt forgiveness programs to bail us out of debt. Another thing I would say we get bailed out of is, even if you look at criminal sentences, women get significantly less time in jail than men. And even when you look at the Duluth model, so basically the way that the entire United States is trained, like the lawyers, the police officers, it basically automatically puts the women as the victim. So that's why you'll get these cases where a guy will call the cops on his girlfriend and then he gets arrested. You're like, how does that happen? It's because all of the training is based off of a feminist model that automatically puts men in the positions of power, even though that's not always the case. Other things that women are bailed out of, were the majority of the people on benefits. We pay $100,000 less in tax in a lifetime, so we do the minority of the hard jobs in society, yet we have the most say. So essentially women are the minority of the ones paying taxes, we're the minority of the ones doing the hard jobs, yet we have the most say.
What jobs do women do that keep the city running? Like men are
Nothing
electricians.
really. Well, and you're gonna see a trend because men do all the infrastructure jobs, meaning if you built the building, wanted to run a city, men do the plumbing, the electricity, and like what they'll do on TikTok to like own me is they'll show me like one girl that's a plumber. I mean, bitch, okay, like there's some, but the issue you also get is that women go into industries and ruin them. So like in the 1850s, men were the majority of the teachers, and IQ has steadily been dropping over time, and especially the education system.
Over there, IQ's dropped a lot.
Well, think about it. When women get together, there's a reason we have body positivity. Women cannot organize themselves in hierarchy, where it's like everyone's special, everyone's amazing, everyone's beautiful, right? I mean, that's not a male thing. There's no everyone's rich.
But you're
and men
saying...
are very quick to point out, like, I'm sure maybe not you, but there's YouTubers similar to you who basically call the other men brokies, but hot chicks.
Brokies.
Yeah, I see these like success guys. They'll sell like one course at 20 and then tell everyone they're broke. It's like amazing. But that's like it shows the male, like how men organize themselves. They organize themselves in a hierarchy. So when women overtake an industry, you get rid of the competitiveness.
Right, like OnlyFans.
Well, I mean, you'll see, you make a lot of money off of OnlyFans. The funny thing is, that's what you'll see, is even the industries where women have a significant advantage, men will still find a way to out-earn them.
Facts.
So, so a lot of people think that I hate women because I say that women really do, women just aren't as good at things as men in general. There's always been high IQ exceptions in society.
Women suck at everything. Cooking, Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah, no.
The
exactly.
men are actually the best chefs.
Yeah.
It's not even...
So, yeah, but go ahead.
I was just saying freezing.
So you're saying in
that.
this year, this is the dumbest women have ever been.
Yeah, well, I would say the lowest quality. So I'll give you an
Damn,
example.
are you gonna take that?
Yeah,
I really don't give a fuck.
Wow.
I really don't
Oh
care.
shit.
Are you triggered or are you cold?
No, like I'm not taking disrespectfully. Like I don't care.
Okay, the chlamydia has got her
Okay,
vagina full.
but
She's pressed. What would you call that woman? A whore?
I'd probably call her by her name, but
You call her by chlamydia?
but look, I don't know what she
Claire,
does.
sit back down.
Jack is hilarious today.
But
Jesus.
You're getting fat. You don't want food. So what is that?
Yeah.
What is that
Claire,
attention?
come sit on his lap.
well, I'll give you an example. So 150 years ago, 85% of women reportedly on their wedding nights were virgins. And let's say, women lie, obviously. So let's double it and say it's 2 out of 3 women were virgins. So a man that wanted to get married would get a virgin woman. He'd get 150 years ago, he'd get 7 kids. Typically, a lot of them were trained to do some sort of entertainment for the guests, so like play piano, violin, something like that. If it was a farmer, she would help on like the farm, whatever it is. And, the women were more expected, at least more so than now, to serve the men. And they would have, really whatever the husband's career was, the woman would be an extension of it a lot of the time. So nowadays, compared to and the average woman was 120 pounds 100 years ago. So really,
What's the average?
now it's like 170.
Fat
so,
bitch.
yeah, so but this is my point though.
So now
Is,
you're fat
so
whore.
when you come to me and you're like, well, are women whores, or you a whore? And I'm like, well, all the women today compared to 100 years ago.
Well,
And
so
if
the
you
whores
look-
that are skinny, they're just like they're on the hierarchy now
Well, it depends.
because they're rare.
What do you the
It's like
skinny?
little
Well,
Pokemon
I
cards,
mean, that's
like-
what we call inflation, right? That's
Claire
what we
video buys $1 million.
No, but that's why we have.
Charizard, but
That's why we have, they call it hoflation. Because men are, and the thing is, if you look at, so if you look at what men traditionally have to do, which is, protect and provide, really, I think by their 30s, the average guy is making, I've seen this differ, but like 60K, 55K, which really can support, it can support a couple kids. Now, I mean, obviously it would have a very low standard of living, low lifestyle, but most women don't want to do that.
McKinley, she follows around Jack like an assistant for this content. She'll stay up 20 hours with us. She's the only good human from the girls here.
Okay.
But give it to her. What is the chances she breaks up with Jack? What is the percentage?
That she breaks up with
Yeah,
him?
like, are they gonna make it? No, they're not.
Well, I mean, I hate to be a doomer, but the odds are nobody's going to make it. You could get married and the odds aren't in your favor.
Yeah.
So,
what are the odds if we make it all the way?
Yeah, I mean, you guys are dating now? Okay, so I'd say below 50%.
Okay.
I don't know. Because I'm always for give it the go, but it's like the average, I would say the average marriage is 7 to 8 years. That's the average marriage. So even if you're married, it's more likely to fail because you look at the stats, like what percent of marriages are sexless, what percent of women don't respect the men in their relationship. It's below 50. Now I will say, I do think you're still going to see marriage and like longer relationships for like the richer men. So I do think like you have a better shot if you're upper class.
Why?
Because women don't. Yeah, I mean, women don't tend to leave rich men as much. Good luck at like.
But do rich men tend to leave women more?
I mean, I would guess no. Maybe more. Maybe they would more than a poor guy, but like men just tend to be good people. They tend to do the right thing. Women tend to do the wrong thing. So, and I'll give you an example. We can look in society and look at how society, like literally all the men could get together and make women sex slaves if they wanted. They could all get together and say, we're putting these women in cages, they're sex slaves. Men, really, when they get together, they tend to be better people. They make each other smarter, more athletic, like they compete and become better people. Where women just tend to lead to destruction or whatever it is. And if one guy's too aggressive or too violent, whatever, the other guys will come beat him up. So, yeah, so women just tend to be bad people.
Yeah, women.
No, not women, but when we don't understand what happens when we're left to our own devices, that's when destruction happens. Like, I'll give you an example. So the last 100 years, we've had the opportunity to do anything, right? And I would argue, there's more OnlyFans workers than teachers now. I would argue, personally, anecdotally, that 10% of women are on some sort of sex work or have done it at some point in their lives under 35. So,
Which is
yeah, all bitches have sucked dick for money before.
Yeah, I mean,
sold their nudes on Snapchat.
Well, it's really common now.
Yes.
So.
All of them.
Okay.
Have you?
No.
Okay.
But
maybe you're lying.
Look, this is like a you can't prove you didn't do something. Exactly. So it's like, but that's the other problem.
Guilty until proven innocent.
And that's the other issue is even if you haven't, men just start to assume you have because it's like this is the market we're in.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, so, and basically though, when we've gotten power the last 100 years, we've really passed a bunch of laws that really, I would argue, oppress men. So, like making it, you can Me Too a guy, you can divorce him, take the kids, and women have continually chosen to do it over and over again. So, yeah, that's why I think the way I do, and that's why people think I'm misogynistic, but I just look for patterns in society.
What do you think about, like, pedophiles, like Zherka?
I think the pedophile thing is not.
Sorry, you can't get comfortable.
It's fine. Sit up.
Pedophiles? What do you think of pedophiles? Is the question?
I don't think I mean, he says that as a joke. I don't take it serious.
He says I'm a pedophile.
Well,
my argument is no one in this room can tell the difference from a 17-year-old and an 18-year-old. So you're all pedophiles. If you can't tell the difference, you're a pedophile.
Well, and I mean, if we're going to go off of the legal standard, the age of consent in most places is 16.
Oh my God! So most places are pedophiles.
So you want to kids?
No,
what is wrong with you?
That's not what I'm saying. But I don't think that's legally. I don't think that would legally qualify under like, because I've heard him say the 16-year-old thing, and I just don't think legally that would stand up. Like, I think, I think we have to be careful with our wording, right?
I'm not gonna lie.
Like his dick stand
Claire,
up, or
Claire,
like
look at
the
this.
16-year-old stand up after he gets.
I'm thinking of Claire. That girl's sitting here. Whoever bangs that girl looks 17. Whoever touches that girl is a pedophile.
Yeah,
she's 18, but she looks 17.
But she's been on the earth for longer than that, so it doesn't count.
My argument is, if they made it illegal to bang 20 years old, everyone tomorrow would wake up and say, 20, ew, that's too young.
No.
Everyone on earth would. That's my point. Is that everyone just goes with the flow, and it got me a lot of impressions.
Well, yeah, because again, I think when Zherka kind of does it to himself because he says it himself, but it's more of a joke. But I do think when we're accusing people of things, like we have to language is important, and I don't think that would be the same thing as like a real. I don't think legally that would qualify if we're going to be.
So if he fucked a 16-year-old, he'd get away with it?
I think it's legal. Yeah, I mean, you could argue about the. I think you could argue. You could
You're
argue.
right.
You could argue the morality of it. I'm not saying it's.
So say
I'm not
a 16-year-old.
I'm not saying that's the right thing
Is
to
that
do.
weird?
If it's legal to do, then I have to gun for 15.
No.
Where am I a badass?
No, Zherka, no.
He's trying so hard to defend you right now.
No, hold on.
I'm not even trying to defend you. I'm just saying I don't think legally that would pass. I could be wrong. But.
What is the perfect wife? Is it an assistant?
Well, I don't really buy into this, like, there's some special woman that is, like, better than female nature, I guess. I think, I would just say there's, like, higher risk women and lower risk, but, I've heard of, I've talked to men that married a virgin homeschooled chick that fucked them over in divorce court.
Damn.
So take their money and shit.
Yeah, took the kid. Hasn't seen his kid in 2 years.
That's what this gold digger is gonna do to Chad.
Well, I mean, but this is the thing. We're so emotional that when we feel a certain way, I question if women see reality the same way men see reality sometimes.
Clearly not. She's not with me. She's with Jack.
Why
can't see straight
over him?
Because of money.
You think that all
Wait,
he has to
wait,
offer?
no, listen.
Why did you pick him?
Because he's amazing. Like, he's such a good person. He's so genuine. No, you think all he has to offer is money, and that goes to
Okay,
show
where
your
did you?
mindset.
What city did you come from to meet Jack?
What city did I
Yeah.
come from?
Where you came from? A different state, right?
Well, we met in LA.
Okay,
We
you were in
both were
LA.
visiting
You were in LA.
LA.
There was a guy you were flirting with before Jack, obviously, that you were more compatible with, but you left him because he's not rich and famous.
Not at all.
Get the fuck out.
No, not at all.
There was no one flirting with you before Jack.
Okay, I will say this.
She had a boyfriend the first time I met her.
Yeah, the first time I met him.
You
Yeah,
ditched
but
him and upgraded
No.
to the fucking continent.
She did, but it's okay. So it's
I
like
didn't.
No, see, I actually don't think because we didn't even know it. We met each other once, and I literally didn't even remember it.
it's not even like a.
No. I want you to debate with me about this. Keep going.
I don't really.
I'm just trying to put it in perspective. I'm on no one's
He's
side.
humiliating himself, so go.
Well, let's go. This is
But
getting
it's
good.
not even
You ready? I met her the first time ever. I literally don't even remember meeting her, right? And then
Yeah.
we met again like a couple months later, and she was single the second time. But I thought it was the first time we ever met. That second time.
Okay.
And then he
But
signed
so
it.
she didn't plan on it.
Okay, I have a question. Do you think your money and fame had anything to do with her picking you?
Of course. The fuck.
Okay, so yeah.
If I was
But
nobody.
also at the same time, it's like, but also.
But I'm not gonna stay here and be like, I would be in college when I didn't even met her.
Okay, so we're not in delusion.
But the
I'm
shit
not
is,
retarded.
Yeah.
I'm not attracted to someone that's gonna sit on their ass all day and not be motivated,
okay.
and that's
Okay.
he's
Right,
a motivating
but here's
person.
the thing. So men really watch what you do versus what you say. And you could say I'm not attracted to money and fame, but like if you pick a guy with money and fame, it kind of.
Well, I'm making
Yeah.
a point where yes, but
Yeah.
that is what you get if you're.
Would he be able to
very
pick you up in a
motivated and you're
Toyota?
good at what you
If he
do,
pulled
like,
up in a
he's not
Camry?
lazy. Like my ex-boyfriend, he would play video games all the time, and it was unattractive because I was wanting to work with my boyfriend, and like we were talking about what
It's interesting. What's your screen time in a day?
screen time. A lot, probably.
Why?
because women always talk about men playing video games, but women are addicted to social media just like men are addicted to.
But she
video
makes
games.
a living off
content
it.
creator. Yeah, that's my.
But she makes money off the content, so I guess it's different than games.
Yeah, I don't
Games
play
would be like
games.
looping. But would Jack have been able to pick up McKinley if he pulled up in a Prius?
Well, and I don't even say this.
I want to hear
as like
McKinley.
as like
Look
a-
at the camera and
as
say,
big, but-
if Jack pulled up in a Prius, would he have pulled you?
Yes.
No. I wouldn't want you to pick me. I don't want you to be
Why
into
are
broke
these,
people.
hypotheticals? Like, would you like? I could like make one about you.
Yeah, if a woman pulls up in a Prius, I will take it.
So why?
Like,
So your original, like, did you meet him and reject him or something?
him?
Yeah, Zherka.
Oh,
No, I just
Okay,
came
because you
here
said
to.
why did he pick him over?
He
you?
hired me to be in this home to try and rip her away from him, and I'm doing a bad job because he has so much money.
no, I just don't want you.
But in her head, she's in love with me. Every night she's having sex with me in her head.
I'm not.
What the f***?
But I work.
Jack's
with him
watching.
Too, like we do it together too. Like I want.
Yeah, we do.
You do. So are you on OnlyFans?
No,
Yeah.
we film videos.
We film videos
He
together.
pimps her out. He got her into OnlyFans and takes money from her.
No.
Oops.
Oh no.
We make content together.
Oh okay.
We just got banned from the mall.
We just got banned from the mall.
Oh okay.
We film
I just
every
got banned
day. You
from the
see
mall.
us making
Yeah.
shorts every day.
I don't actually. I don't recommend really doing the public relationship thing. I typically see. I hope this isn't the case. You
Then
guys
I wouldn't
like
even
it.
be in a relationship
I
right now
hope
because it's
you
what
see-
I do. It would be impossible for me to hire. It
Yeah,
would make
bro,
sense.
if I cannot monetize my girlfriend, I will kill her.
Yeah,
Are you
I
crazy?
just,
It would
this
be a
is just
torture.
like.
But I know doing it
I-
live means you guys will break up way faster.
You know,
Why? Because
this
Chad
is
gets
just
involved.
like-
Yeah, because what you say and all that stuff.
No, but it's like we
No,
don't
it's
give a
Chad.
fuck
Yeah, I
about.
don't
Even
care
if
about
Zherka
opinion.
didn't exist, she would read comments that say gold digger.
And I don't give a fuck because I know who I am at the end of the day.
Who are you?
McKinley was just
She's McKinley Prius.
Yeah, I just usually I mean, what relationship can you name that's been public and is over 10 years old?
Facts, though, I agree, but
like
what YouTuber has been around for almost 10 years and hasn't stopped is
I
at
can
their
think
peak
of,
right now.
well, I wouldn't say peak. Nobody peaks forever, but
I've been
I
peaking
can
for a minute.
think in. I mean, I didn't know who you were. Like, no offense, but like.
But you came to my house and
I just Zherka said we were gonna stream with some OnlyFans.
To be
chicks.
fair, if Fuzi didn't slap him, I would have never known who he is.
no, you saw the impulsive clip,
Oh, but you're a
Dumb
baby. You're a baby back then.
but you seen me somewhere.
But
I seen you in that. I know where I saw you. I
But
seen you in that Prius with McKinley.
Would any girl like that he was
Cooking.
with be a gold digger? Like I think every single female that would be in a
Well, yeah, there's no one that
is a
could.
gold digger. Like who?
Oh, Charlie D'Amelio. No, I'm kidding.
No, but
No, I mean, I think every chick is a gold digger to some level. Like, if he just was broke tomorrow and was doing nothing.
That's unattractive.
I know exactly. So at some point you're gonna bounce.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean. I mean, ambition just equates to resources.
Yeah, but it's almost like he thinks that I'm only with it for money. Like no, like it's like I know like we're more emotional.
Well, you're a pretty girl, so I'm assuming he wasn't the only rich guy that tried with you.
Yeah, what other rich man have tried?
Yeah, like I'm assuming it wasn't just him.
Yeah, let's go.
yeah, I mean, no.
Name some guys from top
I
of
mean,
your
I'm
head.
not. We're in 2023. Like you have
Say it.
Instagram, right? Yeah.
I don't know. Like
Them guys, say your name.
You were in LA. Like there had to have been other guys that were trying. I'm just,
I was dating someone, but
And you ditched him and abandoned him for Jack.
no, he was
Yeah.
The
awful.
clout monster
No, he
Jack.
was that
What's his name?
My
Tell
point
him
is-
sorry.
my point isn't
Apologize
about
to
the
him.
rich thing.
Yeah,
My point is,
Ass
I'm
ass.
sure there were crazy. My point is more. I'm
Hey,
sure
broke,
there
hey,
were
broke my. Turn off the Xbox.
Facts. Zherka, are there waters over there?
Could you? I'm about to finish this one, so you can grab me one.
Jack, you don't mind that McKinley sees money signs when she looks at your penis. You don't really care. You're like, still smash.
I see money signs.
McKinley, When are you gonna upgrade? When does hypergamy kick
Yeah,
in?
what happened? When do you leave me, McKinley?
I'm not leaving.
Or when do I leave
I think
you?
the average.
No,
How long have you
I'm
guys?
kidding.
How long
What
have
do
you
you
guys
do?
been together? I think
We've known each other since
No, not. How long have you like been dating?
I don't know. There's really no date.
It's been a couple
Yeah.
months. They've been dating a couple
6
months.
months.
Sure.
Okay. So the average, I think, is 2.5 to 3 years.
Oh,
on
Liz, we got
average, so-
2.5 years.
Yeah, on average, if they actually make it to a relationship,
Let's make it count.
It's like 3 years, roughly. 2.5
Yo, hold on. So, but Jack will leave her because he's a high value male and McKinley is McKinley.
Okay. I mean, even I still see the women. Like when I look at celebrity relationships, like I still see the women mostly leaving.
McKinley's gonna upgrade for Logan Paul.
Nah, Logan Paul only dates whores. Okay, I love Logan Paul. I shouldn't have said that.
Okay, so McKinley will upgrade for another YouTuber influencer that has higher status, or maybe less, maybe a little less status, but she gets more power.
I would argue it depends, right? Every chick is gonna. I would argue it's kind of if they think they can land them.
Oh,
Who?
Because she has the most influence over Jack. She wouldn't want to do this with a 70-year-old guy who's not going to listen.
No, I mean more like.
Because aren't women attracted to older men?
Yeah, well, I think.
So what is McKinley, a pedophile right now?
Older.
We're both 20.
It depends on the age. So I think on like they had women rate them at the age they find the men most attractive, and I think women at 20 it's like 27 or 26, something like that.
So how old should she be if I'm 26?
What do you?
Like, what's the perfect age gap?
There's no perfect age gap.
Do you have a boyfriend?
Might not.
How old would
I
it
just
be if it was?
I try to keep that stuff.
Yeah, fair enough. But I'm saying hypothetically, if you do have a boyfriend, what would his age be? And how old are you?
I'm 26.
Oh, wow. So you just use age as an example.
Age doesn't matter? Could be...
No, age does matter.
Chill there, buddy.
I just realized you caught me again.
My thing is like, okay, you have to understand we're in a post-marriage world. So I really think you're just gonna see marriage for the elites. Like,
Yeah, do I get married? Is that like, what does it mean?
Well, in 2023 now, are you religious?
I think it means
you don't seem like it if you're managing the
it means...
What's that? Well, he fucks children and he's religious.
I mean...
I know what marriage means. Half of his stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, in 2023, I would argue there's no reason for men to get married.
Why?
So there's none. Like, what do you get out of marriage that you don't get out of a girlfriend?
Lawyers.
Should he get a prenuptial agreement and protect his assets from McKinley's vampiric? I didn't ask if you care. Okay?
I know.
All right.
I mean,
Would I protect my money from an Instagram OnlyFans woman? No, I would never get a prenup with you, McKinley. You can have all of my stuff. All right,
He has 2 boxes of cigarettes to his name.
and check it out. This is where I burn my cigarettes. What is that? Is that a mosquito?
Why
Show the
into
people.
a crop top? Is he
No.
gay
I
for
got
that?
money.
Is that gay of him to do? And you don't like homosexuals, right?
it's not really.
So my brother's a faggot, so how do you hear about that?
Well, he probably shouldn't.
Can you tell?
I'm Catholic, so I just don't believe in that.
Do you like rip on people that are gay?
No, that's me.
I mean, I just rather they like didn't. But I mean, I'm more like I don't like it when they throw it in your face. Like I don't understand why we have a whole.
I like
when he walks around with a boyfriend.
I like when they're undercover, like Jack.
Yeah. He was doing that. Like, look how his profile looks. He doesn't look gay, right?
He's a MAGA guy.
He looks a little gay.
Yeah, he takes dick in the ass. Hey, buddy.
Hey, what's up?
We have a homophobic person here.
Hey.
Hi.
Do you know her?
No, but
Well, she's gonna turn you straight. Tell him to stop being gay, please.
We hired her for conversion therapy for you.
Fix him.
I
wanna have
can't.
nieces and...
She's not an exorcist.
Would you ever go to like a conversion thing? It's breaking up.
Oh, is it possible to end his gayness?
I think electro.
Well,
shock
I do think with God all things are possible. It's probably not likely, but
Yeah, but he's godless.
you know.
Michael, would you be open to trying something that stops you from being gay?
I have.
What was it?
I don't want to get into it.
What? There's no way. Tell me right now.
Are you just a quitter?
Huh?
Are you just a quitter?
No.
Well, you obviously quit that, whatever you tried.
What was it that you tried? Like, what could you try to stop being gay?
I think it was.
I need to try it. Put me on.
Wait, is he still on?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you agree that, like, why do you guys have a whole month to celebrate being gay? I don't like it.
Yeah.
Like, why we gotta have flags and stuff? Isn't that just kind of doing too much?
I don't have a flag up.
No, not you, but I'm saying
No,
like.
he did. He had a flag up, a big ass gay flag in front of my house for years.
Well, because it's kind
But
of.
I didn't mind it. What?
He's breaking it. You gotta.
You're so frozen. Oh.
Did your brother ever try a woman?
Yeah. Bro, I never thought he was gay because he would get with girls.
Did McKinley turn him gay?
I thought McKinley would turn him straight, if anything. No, I'm kidding. Give him up.
McKinley could not turn a ruler straight.
Michael,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
why is the connection?
Yeah.
He doesn't like transgenders.
Oh yeah. Well, most trans people are actually autistic. So yes, no, I'm not even kidding. No.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's cute.
No, they're actually. It's like yeah, he's.
Mom, we're turning him straight.
Yeah,
Let
I'm trying to convert him.
Wait, so would you say that trans people are just like furries?
My mom said y'all are fucked up.
Don't act like you didn't try, Mom. You got a book.
Like, what's the difference from a furry and a transgender person? It's kind of the same illness.
Yeah. No, basically it's mostly it's actually mostly autistic women that go in the transgender stuff. Like I've interviewed a couple because I've interviewed.
That's
What?
right. Women are already retards, so an autistic retard.
Yeah, no, it's meant to, but it's
Converting
like
into an autistic retard is crazy.
The trans movement is like 80%.
Like, I
women,
can go
so-
deeper.
All right, Michael.
Nice to meet you. Please stop being gay. If you
Yes.
can.
Goodbye, Michael. I love you. Let's have this conversation with your boyfriend too. Okay.
So, Pearl, what is the future for most of these OnlyFans women? Are they going to be living lives of despair and loneliness?
Well, I mean, you can kind of look at the ghosts of like, none of this is new, right? So like, what's happened to Mia Khalifa?
She got married like 5 times.
Yeah, yeah, but the thing is, the damage isn't, because the argument's always there's always going to be a simp, and yes, there's going to be a simp. If you look at history, what's happened? Like, I could even find you the equivalent. Like, I just studied a chick on the way here slept with 500 people.
Oh, Claire?
No, like from 100 years ago. Like, none of these people are new.
100 years ago.
Like 100 years ago, there were still harlots, whores. I mean, most of them were like part of the suffragettes movement, or like the feminists at the time. They paraded. Even Coco Chanel, she was a whore. She died alone. Yeah, and that's like.
Why do you think so? Just because you couldn't stop being a whore?
Yeah, I mean, well, think about it.
Like,
If you're an alcoholic, right? The longer you do it, the harder it's going to be to quit. It's the same thing with promiscuity. So, they always say, if a chick's been doing one thing for a decade, how does she stop? Most people, my dad told me once, he said, I asked him, do people change? And my dad said, no, they get worse over time. So whatever traits you see now, make sure you like them, because in 10 years, or in 20, 30, 40 years, it's going to be 10 times worse.
And how do you fix the ones? Wait, Sammy, can you turn that down? The volume. So how do you stop her, like the things you don't like? You just give up,
can't. The world is the world. Like,
so if you hate one thing, it's like you're done.
if you hate what? I don't understand.
So you say it's gonna be 10 times worse. So
Like, what do you hate about McKinley?
Nothing, but I was just
Oh,
asking.
come on, there's got to be something.
What do you not like about me?
I don't.
There's gotta be
And
something.
there's nothing I like about
Oh,
There's
you mean,
no.
okay.
you. Did you hear what I said?
Yeah.
What?
There's nothing you like about.
I'll give
Oh, I
you,
thought you
I'll
heard
give
me
you-
the other way, but I was
I'll
just
give
kidding.
You,
I
I'll
was
give
just
you an
kidding.
example of a
I'm
dangerous
kidding.
trait for
Of course,
men.
I like everything about you.
I'll give you an example of a dangerous trait for men that I think gets worse over time. I would say spite. So I would say be careful with women that are spiteful, because those are typically the women that ruin you in divorce court. And
What is
weaponize
spiteful?
spite. Those are typically the women that keep score. So I do so much for you. I do this, and this. You never win with a chick that's always.
She's not like that. Oh.
I'm not saying she is. I just.
No, I'm saying that's a good thing. Though.
Yeah. So if I had to pick like one trait, I would actually pick that trait as worse than like whoredom. I would actually say to avoid spitefulness more than whoredom, even though like avoid both obviously, but like.
So then it's a never-ending game. Of
Yeah,
the battle.
because you can't win. Because
like
you'll.
she said like it's bullshit. Is there like Claire and Logan?
Well, and women typically tend to focus on ourselves, so it's like if she like, so we often don't notice the things that, I mean, I'm sure that's happened to you guys where you do a lot for a chick and she doesn't even notice at some point. Never. Okay, well.
What would I do that gets unnoticed?
What? I don't know, but I'm saying this is a common complaint that I hear from men, is that they will do a lot for a girl and they don't appreciate it.
Yeah, most girls are like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, because all girls are just dumb. Like you seem like you got a brand, W brand. But like you'd understand. Like, I feel like I have a conversation with you, tell you something, and like say I like told you not to do something, you'd have it in the back of your mind like, yo, I can't do that. Like I'm not gonna do that. And like most bitches just forget. And not forget, they just like they want to do it for attention. They want their attention, you know? It's like they'll just like be annoying. Like Claire, for instance, she wanted attention, so she left her car in the middle of the driveway, so I couldn't drive for 3 days because she wanted me to call her to answer her text for once, you know?
Yeah.
And like you know,
I always
it's
thought
just like low key, like who can do that? And then she like plays dumb. And she
I always thought why it's so rare to see a woman who has autism, but there's plenty of men who have autism. I always thought it's rare to see a woman with autism because all women are autistic. That was my theory, but now you're saying the trans ones are.
No, the trans ones tend to be autistic, and they tend to be in, I think, into anime or that sort of thing.
What's wrong with anime?
No, I can't remember why. I spoke to this one woman about it, and she was telling me that it was because she like did a lot of work within, and that there's some marketing strategies to like bring trans, like to bring women into it that I think are somewhat targeted towards anime. I don't remember what it is. Don't quote me on that, but yeah, I mean all of the movements really are targeted towards women. Look at who owned BLM. It was a bunch of lesbian chicks. Same thing with
Fat lesbian chicks.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, men don't care enough they want to make money.
Well, they're just
women want to be loud.
Well, men just aren't as emotional, and what'll happen is they'll prey upon women's like aw instincts. So like basically like the propaganda thing that I see is, here is this horrible thing that happened, and here I'm selling you the solution, or I'm going to pass a policy to take away your freedom. So
Should women be able to vote?
Oh God, no. No.
Yes.
And the reason being is, I think if we want to vote, we need to have the same responsibilities as I have no problem with women voting that pay that are net taxpayers. But the reality is, the majority of women are in debt, right? They're in debt. They don't do hard jobs. They don't employ, like men do everything hard in society. I think they should have more say. And until women want to do that, I don't really believe we should have the same say as men. And it's also, the question is, what policies do you, I feel like I'm boring you guys, but the question is like, what policies do you want to pass? Like, do you want policies that are for individuals or for families? It used to be that you had one vote for the family, but now we're encouraging a society of individuals. So I think a lot of men shouldn't. I would love to take the simp men out of this too. Let's take them out.
What do you mean, like with a gun?
No, like they shouldn't vote either.
Oh.
I don't think the crackhead down the street from me should vote, but to act like women and men are the same when it comes to voting, women are the biggest swing voting bloc. And I wanted to figure out why men. Why there's so many policies that discriminate against men, like in family court, even in criminal court sentences, Me Too, all that stuff. And the reason is because all of the politicians have to cater to women. And the anti-suffragettes, which was a group of like wives and mothers from 100 years ago, they knew this and they warned. They said that the women that wanted to vote were spinsters with no families. And they said if women get to vote, this will be the end of the family unit. Then we will see an increase in government spending. You're going to see the families disappear. Well, they were right. What happened 100 years later? I think 40% of kids are born out of wedlock now. And before the age of 9, I want to say the majority of the parents are divorced. So that's what's happening. And the question is, do we think that's a good thing or a bad thing? I would argue a bad thing. Progressives see it as a good thing.
Should men be able to just hit women?
I mean, women, I think they should hit women that hit first. Oh, yeah. But I don't think people should be hitting anybody. So,
Facts.
you know, I'm not in the...
I feel like if women got hit, they'd behave more.
Yes, he's raising his hand.
Oh, well...
Sorry, I think it's not fair to hit any woman back. It depends on the situation. You have to be able to read the woman's mind and the emotions. Sometimes people make mistakes, right? You can imagine my size and your size, you hit me, and I hit you back. It's better for me to walk away and wait for you to calm down and come back to say, what's going on? Why you hit me? Do you have any problem? Maybe she might be regret that after, say, oh, babe, I'm sorry, I hit you. And you can save your relationship, right?
Or we're trying to have that conversation when she has a bulging black eye.
Okay,
and you're just
okay.
like,
So
does she have a problem?
So she might be regret what she do to you after, right? Okay, so okay, say you hit me, we're in a relationship, right? And I hit you back.
I probably never hit you again.
Okay, so it's better for the men to walk away.
You've never felt to punch
Well,
the
okay,
woman?
so I'll give you. I do agree with you, and I do agree with you in a way. So I agree that it's better for men to walk away in that situation because of the court system today, and because you might go to jail even if she hits first. But I would disagree. Like, I think the reason that we're in the society we're in is because women have no consequences for bad
Okay, the
decisions.
problem is that if I walk away, that's not gonna make me not a man.
Huh?
That's not gonna make me not a man anymore. You hit me, okay, fine, and I walk away, but I'm still a man.
I didn't say you weren't.
Okay. Okay, why I have to hit the woman back?
I didn't say you have to. I said I think that men should be able to.
And
I think that-
most women are obese now, so like they're beating on guys Jack size.
I think
They're punching Jack. Imagine obese woman punching little Jack.
Yeah, it's
yeah, I know. I think if a woman hits first,
You'll be
men
cow,
should be.
hold your
I think it should be legal, and men should be okay to defend themselves. If you don't want to get hit, don't hit. That's my opinion on it. I think if we keep treating women like these children with no free will, it's like then you're going to keep seeing bad behavior. But I would agree with you. I do think men should walk away because the court system is so like that's how
Here's
you
what
get
you do.
arrested.
A
Or
woman
film
can
it.
hit a man up to 7 times, and then after 7 you go Falcon punch. Is that fair? 7 times?
That's how you go inside of a man.
Okay, so based on the court system, right?
Yeah.
So if you hit me and I call police, say, hey, my wife, my girlfriend just hit me. You know what they're gonna say?
Arrest you.
No.
Yeah.
They're gonna tell me, okay, just walk away and stay out of the house because you know this, that.
Yeah.
But if you call, say I hit you, 100 cops outside in 2 seconds.
Yeah, no, I know. You're right. That's why I said I don't think men should do it in 2023 because of the court system, but I think they should be able to. I think if a woman hits, like, why shouldn't she get hit back? You wanted to be a man, bitch.
But
Like,
okay, my question is like,
Yeah.
how does women feel after you hit a man and you lay down next to him?
She's turned on more.
Right.
well, I don't hit guys, so I don't know.
Okay. For me, I will never feel comfortable to sleep next to a woman I just hit.
So wait a minute.
Because I'm not gonna sleep because Women be sneaky, man. She might be with for me to fall asleep.
That's why you gotta hit her hard. You put her to sleep first, bam, and then like you got a Francis Ngannou.
Well, no. If she was really your wife, you'd have her fucking handcuffed to the bed so she can't leave.
Damn.
Just kidding.
No, man, I might be good head after that. Never hit no woman, man.
So
Equal rights, equal lefts, baby. I'm just saying, we say that we're equal. So be.
Yeah, I would never hit a woman. I've been hit by women before. Claire, that bitch that was on the thing right there, she slapped me in the face twice.
Yeah.
And I took it, I ate it. I said, you got any more for me? Let's go, bitch. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, you're a whole. Nah, kidding. She's great.
So what is the antidote? Did we just pull them out the workforce and fix the world?
Well, the problem is I would argue there's no going back, unfortunately.
Damn.
So it's kind of like, I think the if this is Pearl's world, my first order of business would be lowering the risk of marriage for men and making it more fair. So I think there's a number of ways you could do that. I also think we have to get less women voting that don't deserve it. I'm sorry, baby mothers that are on benefits do not deserve to have any say in what happens in society. I'd argue the crackheads don't either.
What's the difference, really?
Because they can't even have a stable relationship and have a family, so they shouldn't be able to vote because they're retarded.
No, I would say because they're not contributing something. So if you want to be a part of the benefits of living in this free, safe society, and you want, imagine, you pay all the bills in this house, you pay for everything. Why, you should have the most say because you do the most work, right? I would argue it's the same thing in society. So I would argue the military members, they're voting for commander-in-chief, so military, fine, we'll give the 7% women in the military, whatever, they can have their little voting. Net taxpayers, so people that are in more debt than they are, that make money, I don't think should vote. There's a number of ways that we could do it, but I just do not believe.
My mom's calling me.
Yeah, go ahead.
She's watching the stream, I bet. She always watches the stream.
Yeah.
But maybe she has something to comment on.
Okay.
It's cool. Hey, Mom. Oh, she's watching. Hey, Mom, can you pause my live stream?
Okay.
So pause my live stream so you can talk to me.
Okay, hold up.
She's echoing back and forth.
Hey, she is actually right in what she's saying.
About what?
About you have the most rights because you're paying everything, and it's very interesting.
Yeah? And she doesn't like gay people. Should Michael stop being gay?
Well, that's her problem if she doesn't like it.
You didn't like them. You didn't like them either.
I did like your brother. He was very nice.
He's cool. My mom.
But I just rather gay people didn't be gay. That's just my.
Mrs. Doherty, Mrs. Doherty, is it okay if we take away your vote?
She's from Poland. She doesn't give a fuck.
Really?
She's happy to have a green
If we take away women's votes, is that okay?
Yes.
W. Mom,
Where am I?
Mom, should all women stay in the kitchen?
No.
Why not?
Because
You're right. They'll get fat. They get to go on 1 walk a day.
sweetheart, it's not just for the kitchen, mister.
What else?
Women have rights too.
Like what?
Oh, they have a right. So you want to do that conversation?
Yes. Name me a right that you have as a woman.
Yeah, I have a right, of course.
Name me one right that you have as a woman.
We should take away women's rights.
Mom.
Yeah.
Mom.
Yeah,
name.
yeah.
Mom.
They're
wait a
getting
minute.
with it. Take away our rights.
Yes, Mom. But
No way.
hey, Mother, can you name me one right that you have as a woman?
I can give a birth to a kid.
Yeah, I'll take that. No, your rights are taken away. You're too old now.
You see?
You got your right taken away.
Without me, you would not.
I know, I love it. That's why I'll give you everything, because I wouldn't have anything if it wasn't for you. So W, Mom.
Yeah.
Women are key.
I have no idea how important is a woman in life.
Yeah. You specifically. Every other bitch is a whore. Every other woman's a whore, Mom. They can all die. Only woman that has to stay alive is you, because you're my mom.
No, you should to give a respect to all the women.
But what?
No, Claire's too.
Oh, now you lost me.
Yeah. What the
Talk about Claire.
Do you think women deserve respect that do sex work?
No.
So she doesn't. You don't think he should respect all women?
What the Mom, McKinley doesn't do sex work. McKinley does OnlyFans. Yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna have to enjoy the life.
I'm Polish too, a little bit. It's like,
Okay.
yeah.
Are you Poland?
Great.
All right, Mom.
I'm gonna watch you guys.
All right. We'll keep being sexist and homophobic. Oh, it's Chris. No problem. You like it?
Yeah, obviously.
All right. Well,
Have a good night.
good night.
Is there a difference from dating a white woman, Chinese woman, and a black woman?
Me?
Not them, you.
Oh, my point of view?
Yes. Is there a racial difference, or are all women bad to date?
Well, I'll tell you what I analyze from the data if we want to go. Like, do you want an international point of view or more of a national point of view?
Actually, for America first.
America.
America first.
Well, I would say there's very little difference in America because they're all westernized.
Oh.
So, yeah, I mean, I would say some groups have higher STD rates, some have like, and some have like higher abortion rates versus lower, but go ahead.
Do you think McKinley's a whore?
Well, I don't know enough about her, and it depends what we're quantifying as
Okay,
whore.
so the girl that was saying
So-
here and then her,
Okay.
who would you call more
well,
of a whore?
what are we quantifying as a whore?
Just whatever
again,
you think off first impressions.
So, off of first impressions, are they both on OnlyFans?
Yes.
Sorry, that would.
But who's more of a whore?
The one making more money.
It's really not a competition, you know. But really, again, from the point of view from 100 years ago, all of us would be thrown out. They'd be like, "What the fuck are these chicks? Get out!"
Women, you're right.
So that's why I always say weed. People
These questions wouldn't exist if we just ended all women.
well, that's not what I said at all, but
Right.
But yeah, so who's more of a whore? I don't know. I'd say she seems to like she's in a relationship. So.
Yeah.
Do you separate yourself from these kind of women or no?
What do you mean by? I mean, I have shows every week, so I
With
see.
what?
She puts McKinley on her show.
No, I'm saying that. I'm saying like, do you look at them as like an alien to you?
No, I mean I'm around them all the time. I do shows like.
Oh, so do you respect them or no?
Not an alien. She's not Mexican.
I respect.
What if they're not getting on OnlyFans?
I don't respect sex work, so that's.
What if they're not having sex?
I think, I mean, you know what the connotation is, so
Yes,
you're still, even if it's just the connotation, you're still.
What about an Instagram girl, like bikinis and same thing, same group?
Look,
Yeah, she's the same group.
Is that just like that's
no,
more
I mean,
light? That's more light.
Well, actually, I made a pyramid called the Hierarchy of Whoredom. It's on my YouTube, yeah. So if you want to play it, I go through the breakdown of like where the porn stars lay, the OnlyFans, all the
And
chicks.
McKinley was the top of the Illuminati triangle. She's at the top of the pyramid.
I don't know what they do, but yeah. So bikini pics, I would say, is slightly above OnlyFans, but not much, I mean, in a way, you could argue they're just giving it away for free. But we actually quantified it was like whore, hoe, and something else. I can't remember how we did it. It's in the video, but we said one has sex for attention, one has sex for love, and one has sex for money. And that was the difference between like a whore, a hoe, and there's some other word. I can't remember, but.
A mega whore. They do all three. Like they have a boyfriend, they're like, oh, we got this one for money, this one for clout, this one for attention.
So would it be smarter for these OnlyFans girls that are pretty? Let's say McKinley, if she was cute.
I called you
Wouldn't
pretty.
it be
What the
smarter
fuck?
if
If it's cute.
Wouldn't it be smarter if you stop?
Whoa!
You broke it, you fucking.
The couch broke itself.
Check it out. Wouldn't it be smarter for this girl to have not done OnlyFans but picked up a billionaire husband and swiped his credit card for 80 years?
Oh yeah.
Heard that? If she would have made more money if she was a Starbucks girl and a fucking rich dude picked her up. She fucked
Put it
up.
right back to Starbucks and say, make me a drink.
Oh.
Now she can only make you a fucking Herpes
yeah.
Frappuccino.
Look at, yo, if I was,
That's so
if I
terrible.
was, this is what I would do. If I had a girl If I had a girl that was young and I was gonna say, look, this is how, if you wanna have the best outcome for your life, this is what I would tell her. I was thinking about this the other day, if you start over. You know, I mean, OnlyFans, it's like, you might as well just keep doing it, you're already on it. Like, sorry.
Yeah, it's too late.
Like,
They opened the portal of Satan.
I get but.
Is she the devil now?
Not the devil, I don't
Cry,
think it
McKinley,
was
cry. Cry on camera.
Nothing is phasing me. I mean, it's opinions and it's valid.
Yeah.
How can we fix
know.
McKinley? How can we?
There's no
I
fix.
think. Why don't you come to church with us
I am a
Do you
Christian.
go to church?
every Sunday?
Well, the problem is the Christian churches are just as feminist as like the Christian churches. Oh, I could talk for hours. And even the Catholics now. You see what our Pope's doing?
Yeah.
And it's because in the 1900s, these rich families realized that you could have the most influence by infiltrating the church. Why do you think all those like gay priests came out of church, like the Catholic Church? It was literally because these families sent them into like churches. And the reason why the non-denominational churches are more far gone is because they're not as centralized, so they're just easier to infiltrate. You know, it's harder to infiltrate an organization that has churches that hold each other accountable versus like just a one-off.
It seems like all evil
really,
comes from feminine and gay.
well, I would say evil comes from egalitarianism. So I think there's a natural order in the world, and I think when you put women as equal to men, and you convince us of that, that's when evil happens.
Will women ever be equal to men?
Well, no, we can't, because women, like, just by default not being as strong as men, we can never offer to society protection, ever. So
yeah, female security guards are fucking joke. Just like a female cop.
No, I would sue I swear to God, I would sue if I was getting robbed or something and they sent me a woman cop.
What if it's a bull dyke? What a big bull dyke?
I mean...
I got banned from the mall by a woman. Should I have just hit her?
Well, that doesn't surprise me because women...
she was the sweetest one there, actually, of everyone.
Well...
But aren't men more violent than women?
No, okay. What is violence, right?
Not at all.
I'm gonna let it play.
What is violence? So, I would argue that women are more violent than men. And because when you look at abuse, when you look at one-sided abuse, meaning the woman's hitting the man and the man's not hitting the woman, or vice versa, the man's hitting the woman, most abuse is mutual. But when you look at one-sided abuse, 70% of the time the woman's hitting the man.
Really?
Yeah, and then you also, okay, let's look at, what about when you have ultimate power? Because really, I think men, when they are violent, typically there's a reason for it. And it usually makes a little more sense than the women. So like, you know, you might get into a fight with someone because he's disrespecting you or doing something, but who kills the innocent? Well, women are much more likely to kill babies and the elderly. So men typically fight like because of, I mean, I'm not saying it's a good reason, but like even gang violence.
Wait a minute, elderly? How would they kill elderly?
Why would the elderly kill babies?
Like nurses kill the elderly?
Yes, they're more likely. Women are, you know, it's funny, even, they call it like...
All women are whores and should just be beat.
So it's interesting, women within the first, I think it's called infanticide or something, whenever a baby gets killed within the first...
Infanticide.
No, it's...
you infanticide about
It's different within the first 24 hours of life. So when a woman kills a baby within the first 24 hours of life, it is so rare for men to do that, it's like unheard of.
Why would women do that?
Women,
stress.
Stress? How do you just stress kill a baby?
No.
They go, oh, stop crying, and they go.
Well, even look at our...
Dumb. They're blonde.
Right? Or women, a third of women have had abortions. A third. 1 out of every 3 chicks you've had has killed her own kid. And that's not...
Wait, 1 out of every
that's
3
not, and I'm gonna
people
give
have
you...
had kids before, or like just...
No, 1 out of every 3 women has had an abortion.
Well, how can you say out of every 3? What classifies you as a woman? A certain age range?
No, they just look at how many women have had abortions.
So if you're a baby, like you're grouped as
No. Okay, no. Sorry, over a certain age, yeah. It's
Okay,
like over 18 or so. I don't know the exact. I just know it's like in their lifetime, something like that. But no, women are the most likely to kill infants and the elderly. Like, it's not even close. So who kills the innocent? Women. So who's the most violent, really? I mean, they have the ability to commit more crime. So men do it more, but women are not really punished. And you'll see this because you'll see things in the news, right? You'll see women throw their baby in a dumpster and they don't even go to jail. Women aren't even punished.
Why not?
Yeah.
I mean, what is it? Casey Anthony got off.
What about for school shooters? They're men.
Why do you grab me? What the fuck?
Well,
I was always nice to the school shooters in school. I always like the quiet kids, the school shooters, gotta be like, hey man, how's your day? So it's like when they come to you, they spare you.
Well, I mean, I would argue, and I don't know this for sure, but I would guess most school shooters were raised by single mothers because they're emotional.
Again, it's the woman's fault.
And that's when evil tends to happen, is when women think they're equal to men and when women raise children. Women, I mean, I think there's far more abusive mothers than abusive fathers. I think it's not even close.
Oh, wow.
I hear much more stories like of men getting beat by their mothers than their fathers.
Yeah, but it's not as much damage.
Yeah, different capacity.
Well,
you get hit by your mom, you're a bitch.
Yeah. I mean, you could argue that, but then the women are the most likely ones to kill the kid in the first year.
Why? What makes women so annoying?
Yeah, why are 99% of girls our age just like
well, because we're very addicted to If you got unlimited sex from the time you were 12, you'd be a sex addict, right? And you probably have something messed up about you.
And
you mentioned your you mentioned
Zherka's girlfriend.
You mentioned your brother, right? And you mentioned that he had something like at a young age.
He probably went on like Grindr or some shit at a young age.
Right. I mean, I don't know.
Okay.
And
being gay and doing gay acts like taking the ass.
And when men become sexually experienced early, it kind of messes them up. Well, all of us women are messed up because we're super addicted to attention. What's our screen time? Our screen time's like 8 to 10 hours a day. That means that media is probably influencing us more than our friends and family. The world is becoming more online, and that's a bigger deficit. It messes up women more because it
messes us all up.
Oh, it totally does. But I would argue it messes up women more because
they're already retarded, so.
No, because attention is to women as to sex is to men. So I would argue, I mean, you might disagree with that, but I would say unlimited attention kind of. You see what happens to like Britney Spears and all those women.
Yeah, why did she shave her head and go crazy? Well, that's got to be drugs too.
Well, look, I mean, but I'm saying like. A lot of attention messes chicks up and makes women crazy. So all of the women in your age group my first smartphone I got at like 13. And you're having women that maybe got them at 10, 9 years old. And me, like it was Facebook, you took a couple pictures, that was it. I can't even imagine like what you guys grew up in. Well, because I think there's kind of a shift between your generation and like 10 years where like, and I look at my little sisters, they're on like Snapchat at like super young age. All their friends are.
At 18, McKinley's uncles were watching sexy photos of her.
You guys add me on Snapchat.
Her uncles are
at Jack Doherty Snap.
No. Okay, maybe I'm thinking of someone else. Hold up, Jack. Now here's my question though.
Wait, is this the right one?
Okay. Do women actually go for money? Because there's people have $20 million in crypto, but they're losers.
I can answer this. So women, when they survey women over like a 10, like between the ages of 20
Jack, cut it out.
You're pissing me off. Killing my content.
It's fine, yeah.
When they survey women between the ages of say 20 and 40, women always do select for. I mean, you could say money. Like women will say other things like ambition, but like we all know what they're.
Ambition is return on investment.
Exactly, right? So, but the older a woman is, the higher she puts money as what she picks. So when she's in her early 20s, looks score higher than money. It's still like top 3 or top 5 things they look for, but as they get, the older they get, the salary requirements do go up.
What happens when McKinley's 5 years older and the new young OnlyFans girls start to go around Jack, and now Jack wants the new hot ones more than McKinley? Is she? Because the high-value male will explore his options.
Well, I mean, he's probably
go ahead.
I mean, he'll probably.
At
the end of the day, that's literally.
You don't want that to happen.
You say, don't do that.
Don't do
that's
it.
His own
Put your foot down.
Be clingy.
Assert your dominance and say no.
Be clingy and say you can't have other women.
Yeah. I mean, no.
You're gonna share this dick? She's gonna share the Cheerio.
Claim it.
Why are you sharing the Cheerio?
Actually,
say that's your Cheerio.
We're the whores.
She shouldn't share.
Well, if you did that, then I just wouldn't.
You wouldn't leave. You invest 5 years into this.
5 years you're leaving me?
If you cheated on me, yeah.
After 5 years, I deserve it. No, I'm
After
kidding.
5 years,
I'm kidding.
This kid is he's changing. Jack, last week he was a homosexual. This week he's like about to cheat on McKinley. You are actually changing.
You gotta pay him more than me to get him out of here.
If he did DM one and flirted with some emojis and eggplants, would you dump his ass? You would lose 5 years of building with him. You dump his ass? That's crazy.
Give me one more chance, please.
Yeah.
No?
What's your?
I feel like I can convince you pretty easily.
I think she'll keep coming back to the high value male.
Yeah, come back.
And I'll give you stats on cheating. Like the majority of cheating is a one-time thing.
I love when you said this. Majority of marriage cheating, the guy fucks up once and never again.
Yeah, I can't.
So just forgive him, guys.
Yeah, and I can't remember the actual percentage, but I think it was like, you know what's actually crazy? Only 10%, they surveyed 5,000 men, and only 10% of men report having multiple sexual partners in a year. So really, that's only like 10% of men. Most women won't even deal with that.
Most guys can't get bitches.
Yeah, well, yeah.
How many
Guys have it harder than girls.
How many guys?
Girls can pop their for absolutely anyone and they'll be able to get fucked. Guys, some guys, they have to buy OnlyFans all day because they can't get fucked.
Well, thank God they do, because you make money off.
Yeah, I was saying, goddamn guys, all y'all, if you buy enough for their OnlyFans, you get fucked.
And you go to hell. But check it out.
At least I can.
Most people in this chat are not sexually active. The 99% men.
Right. Well,
and how long will they be living with no woman? Are they fucked? Is chat fucked? Is KEKW's fucked?
I mean, I don't know. It depends on the guy, but I think when I was looking at no, because 30% of men have reported having multiple sexual partners in a year at some point in their lives. So I think that's 30, but I would argue that also includes the men over, because you're gonna have different.
No, these are short, ugly men in chat. Are they? Just give it to them straight. Don't jump.
I mean.
Are they? They're. She's about to say it.
I mean, they're broke, short, and ugly?
Women
are lit ass motherfuckers. Follow me on Kick.
I don't know, like.
Women always say.
They all get pussy unlimited because they follow me on Kick. That's why.
Women say, I don't want a millionaire. I just want a guy with a nice house in the city and a car. That's literally a millionaire.
Duh. It's 2023. Duh.
Chad,
a millionaire.
You gotta pop off and go viral to have one bitch who will cheat on you. Isn't that fucking sad? Yeah. That's the black pill. That is sad.
And it's actually interesting because in their 20s, women tend to select for things like a nice car, more of like lifestyle things, where in their 30s, women tend to select for like pension, like home ownership, that sort of thing.
With pension?
It's like when you work a job a certain amount of time, it's like, I can't remember exactly how it works, but I know they put money into it and it like lasts them the second half of their life.
Oh, so it's like, they're set, they got money coming
yeah.
Pearl, give them some hope.
Hope. Well, I do.
Secret in the house is crazy.
I do think that you will see more families and relationships return if we can lower the risk for men when it comes to marriage, family, and relationships.
Like I said, if you divorce, the men should get a bonus.
Bro, they're on the bridge right now. Chat, all of them, 10,000 of them are on the bridge. Say something to make them not jump.
Well, you know.
They still get no bitches.
Mods go first. What is some hope we can give them for the next 5-10 years?
What hope can we give men? I do think that there are strategies that can be put in place to lower the risk of marriage for men. I do think there are. I think
they're jumping.
Damn. 1, 2, we lost 2,000. Okay, they were Mexicans. We're cool. There's a lot of KEKWs jumped. A lot of Mexicans. Okay, so we lost.
But you know, I'm not in the business of selling dreams. I think all of if you look at the projections right now, the birth rate is going to decline. You're gonna see.
Is McKinley getting pregnant, or this will never happen? Is Jack gonna get McKinley pregnant?
Well,
her best bet would be to get pregnant with a high value male, right?
I mean, I don't.
Give her some hope.
Hope.
Not kidding.
Can they even get?
I'm kidding. What the?
Can these two even get pregnant with their scissoring? No, but her best bet. I told her, I'm like, you're a young girl. It's not like you're getting any prettier. you better get pregnant by Jack ASAP. That's your game plan. And Jack, don't get her pregnant. That's your game plan.
Well, it depends.
That's
So I'm gonna put a caveat.
I'm 19. I'm 20.
So
20,
she said that she wouldn't want to be with a guy that cheats.
My mom's calling me.
Now, do I think that it's smart to get pregnant when cheating is?
Mute the stream.
You guys are hysterical.
Mom,
Yeah, I'm laughing.
I'm gonna have 5 wives and 5 baby mamas.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave them all. Yeah. Cheat on all of them.
You guys so funny.
5 full-time dishwashers.
Yeah.
Wait, ask your mom, what
You
if
sound like your father.
Jack punched McKinley, is that a bad thing? Or is it like, hey, she already gained a lot from living here?
Mute the stream! I love you, Mom.
Those are the people jumping.
Yeah. My mom, it's echoing.
Guys, when you jump,
Mom,
in
hold my-
silence, chat. In silence. Don't, they're smiling with their mustaches jumping.
Mom, should they jump?
I can hear you.
Should everyone watching just jump?
No, ask her if you hit McKinley. What is it?
Mom, if I hit McKinley,
Yes. I'm gonna hit you.
Oh, okay. So they're
What if she?
then I'm gonna hit you.
What if she hit first?
Yeah, what if McKinley hit him first? Then
Don't touch a woman.
Facts. I agree with that too.
What about? Wait.
No matter how much I joke, if a girl hits you, it's a girl. You can run away. Like, it's not hard.
even a trans woman.
What if it's a woman with a knife? Can he hit her?
Stab me, bitch. That's
Oh
all.
yeah, see. She just said you could hit a woman if she got a knife.
With yeah,
Have you seen some of the punches that these chicks are throwing nowadays? They hit like
Yeah.
mad. I say,
No.
I'll send you some videos.
if she has if a woman's holding it,
516.
Mom!
what she say? What did she say? No, if a woman pulls a knife on you, make her Indian and put a red bullet between her fucking eyes.
My mom's dumb.
What is going to keep them being intimate with each other? Because they have a superficial relationship with cameras. I've done this and it gets very, kind of like plastic. What can keep their bond strong?
If I had to predict how this would end, I would say in flames. Yeah. No offense. I don't wish that, but like if I was a betting woman,
Yeah, and I'm bringing the propane. She's going to be my girlfriend after.
well, I mean, I hope not.
I'll save you. I'm going to save her from the flames I start.
She doesn't get triggered, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, I mean everything. Like I'm not gonna fight back because I mean
Yeah, she
people's
doesn't.
opinions, and
That's
I
fine,
know me, and I know what I'm here for and what I want.
What are you on
Yeah,
earth
so
It's okay.
I'm rooting for you guys. You seem like
I
a cute
appreciate
couple.
it.
I'm just like, if I had to bet, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, would I bet on a
Well, I mean
YouTube
we're
couple?
young. It's 2023. Like I know the divorce rate is like high as shit. Like I know that.
Yeah, so what? You're going to be together until you're 80? I hope
But
so. I hope so.
I really genuinely I do.
I hope so. I
I
swear I
don't like
hope.
wasting time, so I wouldn't be with someone if I didn't think it was
But
like
McKinley, have you thought of a backup option in case it doesn't work with Jack?
Absolutely not.
You don't have a plan B?
A backup option.
You don't have a plan B in case this doesn't work out. Let me help you. Here's plan B.
Oh my god. Stop.
Wow.
But
When I walked in here, I was very taken aback. I saw the OnlyFans thing on the wall. I was like, where am I?
oh yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
but you gotta understand where I'm coming from, just as a betting woman.
Well,
you
yeah.
know?
I mean, yeah.
But it's a good sign because when the women get angry, I'll tell you something. I'll psychology.
Be what happened?
When the women get angry when I talk about this stuff, typically the way they react to me is how they would react to their husband or their boyfriend. So if they're getting angry at me, I mean, I'm a stranger. Like, if you're going to get angry at me, how are you going to get angry at someone that you're actually emotionally attached to?
What did you say that would make her angry?
So well, some of this stuff totally makes women mad.
Well, what were you just talking about? What's the bathroom?
Oh, no, any of this, all of this, I get women getting mad all the time. I've
they're
been
just talking
attacked,
about,
I've been,
if I'm gonna leave or whatever, you're gonna leave, whatever.
We have to
that's
keep them clean and
Well,
stuff.
I
right?
said that's their opinion,
Well,
and they're like, what do I have to say about it? I'm like, that's what they
well,
think.
and I'm not even really, like, I'm just saying, like.
No plans
most
B.
YouTube
And there's
couples.
everybody else.
So,
But
why did every intellectual throughout history, including Arthur Schopenhauer, say, I've come to the conclusion that women can only achieve a child's mindset? Women can never have an adult's mindset?
I'll tell you, I think it's because our emotions are too strong. Like, I've even, like, studied this in myself. Like, if something, like, pisses me off, I'm like, oh, just be normal. Just be... Like, I just think our emotions are really strong in general.
So it works to treat women like children. Like, have some cotton candy. Look how happy they are.
I mean,
you gotta
don't
treat
you
them
like you like feed kids and like
Then you
and
order
entertain
that
them,
for
right?
yourself.
Yeah, no.
That doesn't sound bad.
Zherka's diet's crazy.
His diet is free.
It's fruit rolls and cotton candy.
That's how I track them.
That doesn't sound too bad, like being entertained and being given food, right? No? I mean, right? Like,
Come, do you want cotton candy?
Come to the Sprinter van, teenagers. So, I'm wondering now, what would be the best option for a high-value male to date? What would that woman look like for Jack? Right? Because as a homosexual,
There's
he would
never,
think
in reality, with what you guys are saying, since you like don't like know me, there's no girl that would enter his life that you would say anything positive about. Like,
None?
None. Who would?
Only McKinley.
Unless it's like.
Oh, I sat on the dick.
what?
I think Sam would be great for Jack.
Okay.
Why?
Huh? Because she's got Neon's club right now.
Hey, number one. I did say something positive. I said she's not getting mad. That's a good thing.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I did. I said I.
Well, I'm talking more him.
Oh well.
For sure.
She's used to a lot of it. Like, she gets grabbed by him and, like...
Yeah, that's why they hired me.
Probably makes good content, I'm assuming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. And Jack loves it. Jack is those, you know, like there's two types of white people on earth. Me and the guys who like to watch their wives get banged. This is Jack 22, like Adam 22.
No.
He's the, how can we fix this cock
You're
behavior?
like-
We want him to be dominant and strong. Not a
He
cock.
How
He
can-
hired me.
How can he actually pull a bitch that's not going to leave him?
I've never been left by a woman. The only one that left tried to kill herself.
No.
Bad. Well, actually, every girl I've ever spent time with tries to harm themselves. They pull knives, they cut themselves. If I leave them, and I'm thinking, this is when I lost all hope. I lost all hope
There's
for.
one common denominator. I hate to be that.
Yeah, right? I think it's him.
But okay. I mean, it might be.
Maybe he's doing such a good job they don't even want
Do
to.
you think I'm encouraging
Well,
it?
it also could be a selection in women. You know, I
Yeah,
mean,
screening
I don't-
process is bad.
He picked bitches with scars. No, okay.
No, scars
what was
come
your
after.
question?
Right,
I
no.
don't remember the question. What was the question?
Scars come because of
What would be his best option? Would it be a Starbucks employee?
I mean,
Looking at me like that.
You're
You're burning a hole through me. I'm wondering.
I think that women, we have a nature, right? And I think there's high risk women and low risk women. So I think there's women on OnlyFans, that's higher risk. Women with a tattoo sleeve, that's higher risk. Women that have slept with the whole basketball team, that's higher risk, right? So, and I think there's lower risk women. So women that don't have tattoos, women that are younger, women that like, I could list these things, but there's no guarantee because women are women. Like,
They're whores.
not whores, but women again.
Except you guys.
Again, well,
Yeah.
I mean, by 1900 standards, oh my God, yes, we'd be sold. We'd be like throw them out, yeah. But 2023, it's like
Not you guys. Just kidding. No.
Well, anyway, so we're getting off.
Sure.
I think there's low risk and high risk women. There's no guarantees. That's how I view it. So all you can really do is pick a chick, you know, that's those low riskies you can get, and pray, because that's the only thing that'll...
Lie detector test on the first date.
I feel like dogs are more loyal than women.
Oh yeah.
I'm not saying, like, I've never been cheated on, but I worked 5 years in nightclubs and I kept watching, whether rich or poor, their women were always cheating. It would take a year, but
So
I would
when
see it in the
women-
nightclub and they try and flirt with me and I'd be like, I know your husband, what the
When men win the lottery, they tend to stay. When women win the lottery, they tend to leave their husbands.
Yeah, I noticed
Yeah.
men, if they upgrade to a hotter model, they never upgrade and lose the marriage. They go back to the marriage. They just have sex with her and then
Yeah,
they go back to
yeah.
the marriage. But if
Yeah.
she gets a Brad Pitt, she can never go back to a regular guy.
Yeah.
If a woman upgrades once, it's over.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason Angelina Jolie, or not Angelina,
Logan
Jennifer.
Paul's girlfriend.
No, and there's a reason Jennifer Aniston never got remarried. How do you recover from Brad Pitt?
Right.
You don't.
Same with Beyonce. If they break up, Jay-Z gets Karrueche, some
done.
dancer, broke
Done.
woman, but Beyonce needs to replace Jay with Jay.
Yeah, well, it's funny because you use Brad Pitt, and literally his ex-wife never recovered.
Well, I'm wondering now.
And that was a bad move for Brad. I mean,
Yeah. Why?
Angelina Jolie's freaking nuts. I mean, didn't she like accuse him of abuse, all this stuff?
Right.
She seems psychopathic, but Aniston gives me the vibe of a woman that wouldn't work through cheating. It probably would have been best for her to work through it.
So all those Hollywood marriages, they never go through.
Well, no, I mean, that's a potential. I mean, that's where you can see women's nature on steroids, because that's where they get all the attention and, like, the looks, typically. But I would actually argue that the hottest women aren't in Hollywood, typically. They're just, like, living off of rich men behind the scenes.
Nina Ragdoll. I forget her
Ragdoll,
name.
yeah.
Logan's girl. I forget the name. I remember my meme I started, but what's her name? Nina... Whatever.
Nina Logan Paul's
What do you think of Logan Paul's in chat watching this? What would you say to him? Any advice? Because she's been... There's been a lot of photos, according to Dylan Danis.
You know, what I would say is, I would say that that's high risk. If you want to do that, go ahead.
High risk investment?
I mean, yeah, I think it's pretty high risk to, like, have a chick that's, you know, been
Has had a lot of public relationships, especially,
I mean,
because you never know when you get into a boxing fight and you can have that used against you.
yeah, I will say one thing in Logan Paul's defense. I will. A lot of men are dating their version of Nina Agdal. It's just not.
Oh, probably way worse too.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, in her defense, but, you know, I don't predict that would work out, but I don't predict most marriages or relationships will work out.
Because
So
like, what is the difference?
and I think it makes men really angry to see that, because they're like, if Logan Paul has to put up with this, what do I get?
Yeah.
Men hate. I'll tell you one thing about men. Men are funny. They just hate overpaying. They hate it. It's like there's nothing like my dad will like complain about overpaying on something 10 years ago. So imagine, you know, they're basically just watching this man overpay. She had like a 6-digit ring. That's what she said. Right? Yeah. So he's like.
For me, I hated to see her get dumped by Leonardo DiCaprio. She's done partying. Her whole life was play. His whole life was work. And she won the lottery. I hate seeing her win the lottery. I feel like Logan suffered. I don't think she's suffered. She's had a great life.
Yeah, I mean, those women typically, they'll keep winning. There's a girl, because I kind of look at, I'm using a case study of like the ghosts of women's past, because you can find, you know, none of this red pill stuff is new. You guys think it's new, it's not. You can find like debates from the early 2000s of like on the same stuff. And so I started looking up the women that were debating the stuff and arguing from like 10, 15 years ago. And there's one that was super famous. She ended up, I think she sued, it was either Howard Stern or some other big guy for sexual harassment, and got like a payout of $30 million, even though she was just sleeping with the boss. And then, you know, she lived her retirement. A lot of those women do win because they steal money from men.
What do you think of this woman? Her name's Sam. She's dating this streamer named Neon, and he gets over 100K live viewers. Do you think it has anything to do with that?
Okay, so I've seen them.
Yeah, I bet.
What's my opinion on their relationship?
Yeah, I just wanted to know. Because you gave your opinion on ours, so I was like, let's keep the opinion.
Well,
she lives here.
I was asked, you know.
No, yeah, but you're asked again.
This girl lives here?
Yeah, she lives here.
Oh, okay. What do I think about...
Say whatever, though.
Well, do I think it's going to end well?
What do you think, yeah?
No, I think that's probably going to end badly.
Like, how badly?
I mean, I just think they'll break up. It'll probably be public. That's typically how that's...
How long do you give them? They've been together 10 streams, so keep that in mind.
I give them 6 months to a year and a half.
Okay.
So that's what
Might be another 100 more streams.
Yeah, I think they'll keep.
Okay.
There's no way you actually eat that like on a snack.
Who's here? Who the f*** has the audacity to knock on my door?
Like that, right?
Yeah.
Tell him, Zherka. Show him. Who is it?
And the that's the end of the stream.